A while back, Linda and I did a review on the EcoFlow Delta 2 Max. And there's just a couple of things that I need to touch on that I didn't make clear in that video. First of all, now we've been on the road for about 6 weeks and we've been using this steadily and it's working out just fine. There is a little confusion about the difference between the Delta Max and the Delta 2 Max, and this one just charges faster, considerably faster. And that makes it better for power outages where you need to recharge it as quickly as possible. For example, at home I have 2 large generators. I travel with a small generator in the outfit here. I bought that Alp 1000, which is perfect, and for extended rainy days, that's where it comes into play, you know, if you just don't have solar. Linda and I were thinking about this, and in all the places we've lived, I can't remember a single power outage that lasted more than 12 hours. For us personally. Now I do know that in my town where we were out of power for 8 or 10 or 12 hours, people on the other side of town were out of power for a couple of days, but just not us personally. Now at home I have 2 large generators. I have a 3800 watt Champion and I have a Craftsman that's like 56 or 5800 watts. And I got to tell you, if the power goes out, the first thing that's coming out is this. This is coming out and I'm plugging my refrigerator into it and then everything is okay. Periodically I can plug in my cable at home and or just things that I need, or plug in my phone to make sure my phone's charged. Those are my freezer downstairs is getting plugged into this, and it'll run those things just fine overnight, and the next day I put the solar panels out and charge it up again while it's still running and keeping those things going. But the last thing I'm going to do is get out a generator and put it out on the front porch and crank that thing up with all the noise and the gas and everything. I'm going to avoid that at all costs. It's going to be strictly one of these. Now, I wouldn't even need to do that if I bought the 2 more batteries that this comes with. You have to think about that. The fact that you would have plenty of power. 2 more batteries would give you over 6,000 available watt hours. And if you just add up what you need to run in your home, you'll find that this would run a lot, even washing machine, things like that, which I don't think you're going to be too prone to do during a power outage, but for sure you want to cover refrigeration and cell service and get news and be able to watch some news on TV and things like that to figure out what's going on. This is going to cover all of those things and more. You can run larger things off of this. But the last thing I'm going to do is crank out a noisy generator and run that. Besides that, those things need gas. I'd have to run to the gas station and bring home some cans of gas to keep it going. And in an extended power outage, gas stations aren't going to be pumping gas either. The other thing is that there is an app for running this that you download from either EcoFlow or from the Play Store that allows you to make all kinds of adjustments on it, you know, through your phone and through Bluetooth or Wi-Fi into the EcoFlow Delta 2 Max. And within that, you can adjust how fast it charges. You can turn the X boost on and off, which allows this to run heavier duty things that run over 2400 watts. You can adjust how far you want the battery to discharge. Maybe you don't want it to go all the way to 0. Maybe you want it to go to 15% or something. Currently, I have this set to charge to 90% instead of 100%, just to protect the battery. You can do all these things on the app, plus you can download any firmware updates, lots of other adjustments you can do on the app. The one thing you've got to know about that, though, is to use that app, you have to have internet service. So you've got to make sure when you get the app, go in and put in the adjustments that you want. You don't have to mess with them after that. You only need to do it one time. So do that right off the bat. Anyways, that's all I got to say about the EcoFlow Delta 2 Max. It is a great unit. There is a discount code for it in the video description down below. Check it out, and we'll see you around.